Next question. What is the Foundations program and what trades are offered in the Foundations program?
Well, in general, the Foundations program is it's kind of like a sampler package of different trades in the industry. So these are going to be very short segments, anywhere from 4 to 6 weeks, and you're just going to get a taste of the trade. You're not going to get a 2-year session in one particular skill or another. But those types of trades we start everyone off in safety, and then after they've completed a safety course, they go into preventative maintenance, which is general shop maintenance. From preventative maintenance, they move into automotive, and we have an automotive segment where they're going to learn brakes on cars, oil changes, light engine work, how to scan your car, do codes. We have a tire changer, tire balancer, and all the basic automotive functions. After automotive, they get into a small machining section where they're going to learn Bridgeport engine lathe, CNC mill, CNC lathe, basic programming, and hole making, just real basic metal working. After that, they're going to get a welding course, and the welding is going to be MIG welding, arc welding. They're going to use the cutting torch and some real basics on sticking metal together and a little bit of metallurgy and what comes with that. Part of the welding is also going to be a very short blacksmithing course where they're going to learn from a professional blacksmith some real basic metal forming skills and tools. After the welding and blacksmithing, we're going to carpentry. They're going to learn some precision woodworking. We have them build some cabinetry and some trim work and just some real precision carpentry work. Carpentry then goes into plumbing and HVAC, where they're going to then learn the basics on plumbing systems in your home, and then basic HVAC, your furnace, how to diagnose it, some of the different aspects of how your furnace, your heating and cooling works. And then we end the school out with construction, where they're going to learn framing, roofing, siding, windows, door frames, and all the basics of construction. So, and like I said, it's very basic. We're just going to touch on these subjects, but it's going to hopefully give the guys a direction if they do want to go into the trades and then seek an apprenticeship. They've had enough sampling to know the direction that they may want to go and choose in their futures.
Yeah, there's really nothing like getting your hands on it to understand. Oh, there's also a little electrical. We skip electrical too.
Oh yeah.
So for example, a guy might say like, I want to go into the trades. And what sort of trade? My buddy's uncle's an electrician, maybe an electrician, right? Because they pick electrician because that's what they have heard of or something like that. But until you get your hands on the sort of work and you spend several days doing that sort of work, it's really hard to understand if that's what you want to spend every day the rest of your life, doing, or at least a significant portion of your life doing. So it gives you the basics, it gives you the experience to sort of make an informed decision about whether or not this is a trade for you or a lifestyle for you. And one of the things that we found too is that we had a lot of young guys show up that liked the idea of the trades, but without that sort of base level of knowledge and that base level of experience that sort of resonates with them, entering immediately into apprenticeship isn't always a great option, because it's not like, once you're on that apprenticeship track, it's not like that's necessarily transferable over to a different apprenticeship track. You can't spend 6 months as an apprentice machinist and then decide you're going to be an electrician and have that training doesn't transfer over. You're starting over at the beginning. So it's a good idea that when you're considering an apprenticeship in the trades, that you have a pretty good sense, at least an introductory sense of what that's going to feel like and look like. But that was actually the impetus behind starting this program. But we've also found that this is an excellent way for even a man who doesn't think that the skilled trades is for him vocationally. Taking a year to become competent in a lot of manual skills like this is something that can serve him in a lot of ways going forward. So let's say, for example, that, and even the guy that think maybe it is the trades, and at the end of this he decides, well, no, his lifelong passion is to become an accountant or something like that. Well, these skills are still going to serve in a variety of ways. First of all, when it comes to the own maintenance of his own family and a house, knowing when to call the furnace guy instead of just having to call him if something goes wrong. That's not a bad skill to have, or knowing how to obviously maintain your own vehicle or your family's vehicles. That's a good skill to have and can save a lot of money. But also in the interim, those can be good skills as well, because having that type of manual competence can open doors for you in whatever is next. So let's say you go on to college and you know how to weld, and you're going to have to earn some money while you're at college. Well, knowing a little bit about fabrication and welding, there's usually better wages that come with a welder than working, say, in fast food or at the college bookstore or something like that. So even if you're not interested in the skilled trades, this is a great program, because taking that year of discernment, and by the way, that's outside of all the spiritual formation in the community that comes with the program, but being able to spend a year and gain that manual competencies is something that'll serve every man the rest of his life, in his fatherhood, in his in being a leader of his family, etc. So we're really happy with it. Guys seem to be doing well, and yeah, we really like this program.
Friends, thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe to the channel, share the video with those you know who might be interested in learning more about Harmel Academy of the Trades. And if you're interested in joining this community of work, prayer, and study, or if you're interested in supporting us in other ways, please check out the links in the description below to see how you can do that. God bless you.